guys, Aurora Celestian here, and today I am back on my lovely hardcore world, but I'm not at my base. Obviously you can see the portal behind me where I've came through, and I'm in a completely new area. Well, I'm in a village. There's something funny about this village I want to show you guys real quick. So, first of all, church. You might be thinking, what's so strange about a church, right? Church. Again, two churches. That's nothing particularly unusual, right? Well, church. 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 And I think that's all of them. We could head over to this side. Church. If I counted correctly, there is a total of 3, 4, 5 churches in this village. No blacksmiths, nothing else. Well, obviously there are other little houses, but 5 churches. Like, the odds of that are just, they're crazy. Oh, bit of a lag spike. So, today's episode actually has nothing, absolutely nothing, sorry, to do with the 5 church village. My objective here today is simple. I need a ton of gravel. Because obviously for the build I'm hoping to build at some point, if you remember yesterday, I gathered up a bunch of sand. And today, I'm gathering up a bunch of gravel. I will also be heading back to gather up a bunch more sand, because I realize I'm going to need regular sand on top of the sand I'm currently turning into glass. But I suppose right now, as the chunks aren't loaded, they're not being turned into glass. Which is frustrating. Very frustrating. But that's fine. Also, if you can hear, my voice is getting better. Like, I'm definitely regaining my voice. But it's still a slow-going process. Oh, yeah, I also may have paid a visit to a bastion whilst I was exploring the nether. Okay, then I need this. I guess technically I can drop in other things just to fill up the hotbar. If you look at this one, I have 4 slots filled, the rest need to be, so these are the ones that are going to get gravelled. And yes, I know, gravelled is not a verb or noun, whichever one is used to describe something. I didn't pass my GCSEs in English, so don't come at me for not knowing whether a noun or a verb is the one that describes something that's happening. Or going to happen? See, I don't know, because I failed English. I mean, yes, I guess I technically made up for it back in college, but there's only so much you can do. So yeah, and like with the sand, this is going to be time-lapsed, so don't worry. I will see you all once I have gathered the full inventory of gravel. So just... My throat. Still a bit groggy. So this is what it looks like when you get a full shulker box of gravel from the, what biome again? The Gravel Hills? Wind-swept gravelly hills. This is what it looks like. Ah. And obviously, as I said, next up we'll be getting a secondary shulker of sand. So we are going to return to the desert. For crying out loud. Hup, hup, hup. Hup, 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 hup. I still can't get over the fact of this village. There literally being 5 churches and a couple houses. Like, how religious does a village need to be? Although I might have invoked chance for my world by looking at the patch notes, seeing that they're still trying to remove Herobrine from the game. So it's possible it could have something to do with that this village has so many churches. They're trying to ward off the evil spirit. So yeah, I already took the time and effort to make the railway system. I wanted to make sure I had all of it done and ready for this episode, so that way there was no hassles of me getting back to my base. And obviously, if you know me, you know what these are. Little buffers because of an interesting structure or something. In this case, my track runs through an ancient city. Which, I mean, you could probably have guessed by the, you know, very obvious ancient city loot. But yeah. This is one I hadn't looted already because it's one of the gold bastion things. Though, as we're going along here, I want you to keep a look at this side of the screen where the Minecraft cursor is. There's the bastion that almost got me killed in my bastion episode. So again, another region that was relatively far away from my base. That was actually a very short minecart journey away in the nether. Which is very helpful. Ow. Still hurts to yawn. It still hurts to yawn. And obviously as we're sailing across here... Hi, Ghast. Now, this one isn't going to take us to the usual place. Obviously, up there is just one that leads to the bedrock for when I eventually go through the whole hassle of, you know, bedrock breaking. Yeah, this ladder connects to the main room with all the other carts and stuff. Mainly because I didn't want to have to, you know, break down into a path I've already made another obstruction, alteration. That would inevitably make the path shorter for no good reason. So I decided against it. And also, this way it does remind me to get my minecarts back. Nope, no sneeze, no sneeze. Those still hurt too. Yeah, I forgot. There was a piglin in the tracks earlier and I bopped him with the sword. As I was carting past and I never picked up the XP. Thank you! I cannot wait for my throat to be fully back to normal so I can, hold my voice for longer. Portal noise intensifies. Whoosh. Okay, now obviously, same as last time, we have the setup over here. We place down the shulker. We throw in things that we don't need so we can get a full inventory. Actually, one thing I will show you is up in the mesa real quick. To show you one of the other things I did last night, except looking for the gravelly hills. I chose which coloured terracotta I wanted. I chose the light grey terracotta because it has a very lovely pattern to it. And when it's glazed anyway. And as you can see, I spent a lot of time doing it. It's why my pickaxe is as damaged as it is. Because by the time I was finished with the light grey terracotta, all I did was I simply set it up to an auto smelter back at base. And then, got back on to... went to sleep because it was getting late. So yeah. Ow, 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 ow. Damn it, body, stop yawning, you know it causes me pain. Ooh, bones. We got a bone man. Oh, and we got a husk. And we got a couple zombs. Alright. Yeah, I wasn't going for cool points. 3 opponents. 4 zombies closer. Down goes the husk. And the zombie. I definitely wasn't deliberately trying to make that look like an action montage. Definitely not. I would never. Okay, that should hopefully be enough. Bruh, seriously? Okay. Now this way, nothing but sand can get into my inventory. And once again, it's going to be time-lapsed, so please enjoy the music. this is what the extent of a full shulker of sand looks like. Obviously, this big chunk didn't get cleared because it wouldn't fit. Yeah, now it's time to head back to the base, and I will show you where these shulkers are going to reside. As well as show you the auto smelters I made. Okay, so firstly, as these two are going to be used separately. Oh, actually, those are going to be used with this one, which is a bunch of ink sacs. So I'll drop them there. Oh, so you know these quartz, pale oak. These are the auto smelters. Coal goes in, light grey terracotta goes in, light grey glazed comes out. Same with this one. Can't really open it, but sand goes in, glass comes out. You know what? I think I have time. I'm gonna quickly go show you the setup of how I got all those ink sacs. After I sleep. Now, this will take time to remember. I don't particularly do parkour that often, but climbing like that, I don't count that as parkour. I just count that as following a path. Try me. Try me, please, I dare you. Oh, you want to try me? Alright, let's dance. One of these days. One of these days. One of these days I'll be able to record without some ailment to my throat. I can't do it. I put a lot of emphasis on looking at these armors during yesterday's episode. Even to when I cut back, I was literally standing with them in frame and didn't even mention them. These are the different trims, like the rare trims I got. So the helmet is the Spire trim from the Entity. This one is the Tide armor trim from the Ocean Monument. That's the Spire again. Then we also have the Eye armor trim, which I think was another end one. Obviously the same. Like they all have the same trims, just in different formations of pattern. They have no significance. They just looked cool. And yeah, they're gonna go into the place I'm building once it's built. Oh yeah, ender chest. Not really much to say about him. It's just an ender chest. So this is going to be a very risky one. Because it requires me having to go close to the Ocean Monument. And the worst part is, the farm is currently out of order. For one simple reason. My helpers disappeared. And who are my helpers, you might ask? I had two happy little LAs. And I have no idea where they went. I'm hoping, well, I'm assuming that they passed away by either ocean or something. Because otherwise I have no idea what happened to them. I'm hoping they're not. But it is literally the only logical explanation as to what happened. So obviously, there's nothing in there now because, as I said, the farm is offline. But if we were to head up to it... Also, for the meantime, it does temporarily disable me using this for anything else. So, obviously, as you know, LAs, when they hold an item, can grab it and then drop it near a note block, hence constantly ticking note block. They drop them into the hoppers, the ink sacs then get collected, and they end up in that little chamber back down at the bottom over there. But yeah, the whole reason of needing it is because I'm gonna need a ton of black glass and black concrete powder. For the upcoming build, obviously. And if I ever want to do anything with a dang ocean monument, it just means I'm going to have to find a new one. Which I'm sure won't be too hard. I mean, I don't think there's another one particularly nearby this area. But, I mean, it's me, so it's also highly possible that there is. For fluff's sake. I've got to remember to bring my minecarts back. Whee! I see, at least I remember to return the iron farm one. And the, the ominous bottle farm one. I see you. Yeah, that's how I got all those ink sacs, is from that little squid farm. Essentially, how it works is there should be a couple of layers, 2, maybe 3 at most. Then they obviously get given ink sacs. Then I go up to the floating platform, and they just start, gathering up all the ink sacs. Then they drop them off at the jukebox, and eventually they'll start falling into the chest. Come on, buddy, come on, buddy. Yeah, that's future me's problem for the nether. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of lemon black dye for the concrete powder and glass, so I need an ink farm. But yeah, I do believe that is everything on today's agenda. Let me just set out my inventory real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna have enough pieces of those to make a full snow armor set. I might do it. I just don't think I have any more different bondings to go with it. Can copper be a trim thing? I know gold can, which I have. I know amethyst, which I have. I know resin, which I have. Technically netherite, but netherite on netherite wouldn't work. I know emerald, which I have. Redstone I have. Diamond I have. Iron I have. Lapis. I don't think I've done lapis. If I even can do lapis. Alright, let's do things try. Copper and lapis. And I'll be honest, I can't really be bothered to do it right now, so... Oh, I guess the only thing I gotta do now is... go to my zombie farm and get a bunch of experience. So I'll head down there, and then I will take the episode out. I don't trust the eye blooms. I had one that was open during the daytime yesterday. Any Enderman been placing blocks? Nope. Good. Good Endies. Alright. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out and joining me. If you did enjoy, please do consider dropping a like and subscribing. It does mean a lot to me, especially considering my currently impaired state. Ow! And if you have any suggestions for anything I can build, please do drop a comment down below. It would really mean a lot to me. But yeah, as always, Aurora Celestian, signing out.